Imagine if you were invited to one of Diddy's white parties.
Welcome.
Maybe you'd bump into celebs like Leonardo DiCaprio, Jay-Z, Usher, or the Kardashians. But once the parties are over, it's time for his infamous after party, which were reportedly freak-offs where his chosen guests allegedly drugged and raped both men and women in heavily guarded private rooms in his mansions in Miami, the Hamptons, and LA. Freak-offs typically had Diddy surrounded by a bevy of hot girls who came there hoping to get a break in showbiz. Believing foolishly that they needed to go the extra mile, they didn't resist his unwanted advances or dare question his actions, even if thrown into the arms of a stranger.
Who's he?
Your toy boy for tonight.
While Diddy himself would take the best seat in the house on another couch for a good view, with his favorite pillow always right next to him.
Come on, let's see some action.
His prize collection was a wall filled with thousands of different oil bottles.
Hey Jake, take one of them bottles, will you, and pour it on her.
The girl was by then visibly drowsy, her eyelids stuttering as he doused her with the lubricant, as if in a daze,
What's happening to me? Am I dying?
and is almost unconscious by the time Diddy's pathetic fantasies are fulfilled. Actually, what she did not know that what she smoked was laced by Diddy with a strong sedative that kicked in as the night progressed. And so strong was the mixture that even the next morning, the girl would wake up semi-conscious, exhausted, and had to be administered IV fluids to recover. These freak-offs involved not just women, but even men and groups. Harlem, New York was where Diddy was born and where his father was murdered when he was just a kid of 3. It was his mother Janice, a model and teacher's assistant, who raised him and his sister. Like many teens, he ran a paper route, worked at a gas station, and waited tables, dreaming about making it to the NFL as he attended Mount St. Michael Academy in the Bronx. Well, shit happens, and he found himself at Howard University in DC almost exactly the same time as Kamala Harris. While working his way through school by day, at night he embraced the hip-hop culture and the bling that goes with it. But what he desperately wanted to do was work at Andy Harrell's Uptown Records in New York, a leading record label in the early 1990s. The only person he knew big enough to get him an opening was the rapper Heavy D, Dwight Myers, with whom he had worked with as a background dancer.
Yo D, please man, please.
Who finally relented and helped him get an internship as producer at Uptown Records. There, he worked his socks off, at times logging 80-hour weeks, all the while traveling back to DC to attend school. But to save money, he wrote clandestinely in the washrooms of Amtrak, never getting caught once. His first big achievement was producing a super hit remix for the American R&B group Jodeci's song, which impressed the boss Andre so much that he promoted him to the post of A&R executive. With his career graph rising, Diddy dropped out of school midway to fully concentrate on his career in the music industry. That's when he discovered Biggie Smalls, aka the Notorious Big, a Brooklyn rapper who also went on to become one of the GOAT hip-hop artists of all time. But success went to Diddy's head and he got into a power tussle with his boss.
You're stepping on toes, Diddy, getting too big for boots.
And got fired. Still, Diddy didn't give a hoot and started his own label, Bad Boy Records, and even poached his first big success, Biggie, from Uptown, launching his debut album, Ready to Die, which told Biggie's story from a drug dealer to rapper. The album went platinum and got numerous recognitions at the 1995 Source Awards, making both of them big stars. However, things got toxic after the killing of another rival rapper, Tupac Shakur, and people said Biggie was responsible, something Biggie paid for with his life in a similar drive-away style shooting as Tupac. Left Diddy feeling extremely broken inside, but instead of letting the tragedy consume him, he himself picked up the mic and sang a rap, his first as a tribute to Biggie, even if it was only to move on with his own life.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down.
Surprisingly, it shattered records, becoming the first rap single in history to debut at number 1 on the Billboard charts. And this song, along with his debut album No Way Out, each won Grammys, something he had never imagined in his wildest dreams. Suddenly, with millions of dollars flowing in, Diddy bought his now infamous mansion in the Hamptons and started his annual Labor Day white parties. Yet Diddy, the maverick he was, kept trying different things, from movies to producing a show at MTV, where he created some briefly popular bands. even portraying himself as socially responsible by launching a non-partisan Vote or Die campaign in 2004 to help boost voter turnout. His endorsement of the French vodka brand Ciroc skyrocketed its sales, netting him a $60 million bonanza annually for several years. By 2022, his net worth ballooned to $1 billion, making him one of hip-hop's wealthiest figures. But this powerful rapper businessman couldn't have imagined that 26 years later, his debut album's title No Way Out would come back as a cruel twist of fate. His fate changed after ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, also the face of his fashion brand, filed a lawsuit against him alleging
Diddy abused and assaulted me for over 10 years.
In an effort to hush it up, Diddy paid her a hefty undisclosed amount to settle out of court within a day because he knew her allegations were true, and later CNN broadcasted a 2016 CCTV footage from a Los Angeles hotel showing Diddy assaulting Cassie, which back then he thought he had hushed up by bribing the security officer in charge. Within a few days, many more accusers, including a minor and former model Crystal McKinney, came forward against Diddy's sexual crimes. Even male victims like music producer Rodney Jones Jr. claimed to have video evidence of Diddy pushing him onto another man.
Do it, Rod. It's normal in the music industry. It's good for your career, man.
A month later, in March 2024, federal agents stormed into his properties in LA and Miami, where they found a cache of illegal substances, AR-15 guns with serial numbers defaced, and self-incriminating hard drive footage. At that time, Diddy wasn't there. And just as he was about to leave on a holiday for the Bahamas with his family, he was stopped but not arrested. And it was only after interviewing many other witnesses and victims for months and examining the footages of his private rooms where the freak-offs were held, was a watertight case against Diddy made and finally arrested from a Manhattan hotel 6 months later. Diddy was kept at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, where he still languishes. Where keeping him company were other disgraced celebrities like singer R. Kelly, also for sexual assault, and crypto king Sam Bankman-Fried for fraud. Except in the Cassie case where Diddy remained apologetic.
I take full responsibility for the assault on Cassie. Feel disgusted.
He was otherwise arrogant and kept denying.
It's a witch hunt by jealous people.
So desperate was he to get out of jail that he offered the court.
Take a $50 million bond, my Miami mansion, my mother's home as collateral, ground to my private jet, put a GPS monitor, but for God's sake, give me bail, please.
But the court.
You have tried to obstruct the investigation by repeatedly contacting victims and influencing them. Bail denied.
His image was now toxic for brands and they began dropping him like hot potatoes. Hulu cancelled a reality series about him, which was in the early stages of development. New York's symbolic Key to the City, awarded to him the previous year, was also taken back. While lawyers known for representing abuse victims in high-profile lawsuits set up a hotline number and over 3,000 people stepped up, resulted in the filing of 120 lawsuits against Diddy till now. Tupac Shakur's family too reached out to the New York attorney to investigate Diddy's involvement in Tupac's murder. As the former Southside Crips gang member Duane Keefe D. Davis, who was arrested in September 2023, had claimed in a 2009 interview,
Diddy offered me $1 million to arrange the hit on Tupac.
The trial is scheduled for May 2025 in the bench of Judge Arun Subramanian, where many more of Diddy's secrets will be exposed. Bisbo's limerick. Oh Diddy, what did you do? A career full of highs you totally blew. Too big to get caught, or so you thought. Now shut in the slammer, your life to rue. You will also find these sources listed in our video description section.